Signs of food spoilage. As explained before, one of the signs of food spoilage is enzymic browning. Yeast's action. Yeasts can grow without oxygen anaerobically and with oxygen aerobically. They prefer to grow on acidic foods. As they prefer acidic foods, they spoil foods such as jam, honey, fruit juices, and fruit yogurts. As yeasts prefer fermenting sugars, they produce alcohol and carbon dioxide gas. Molds. Molds can grow in warm, moist, and low temperatures. They grow easily on bread, cheese, jam, and soft fruits. Molds grow throughout the food and extract nutrients from it. But as they send out airborne spores, which produce filament-like structures that cling onto the nutrients of food and hence contaminate the whole of the food, which is why you should always throw away food instead of just scraping the mold off and using the rest of the food. As said before, conditions for growth include food, moisture, warmth, and time. And this is why these are the sort of main things that bacteria need to be able to grow. What are high-risk food and low-risk foods? High-risk foods are those foods that contain high amount of protein and are very moist. Some examples include broiled chicken, raw meat, or any sort of moist foods like cooked pasta or rice. Other examples include prawns, pork pie, soft cheese, fresh eggs, milk, cooked gravy, meat, etc. Low-risk foods are the opposite of high-risk foods. They're normally dry, for example, frozen cabbage, biscuits, dried rice or pasta, ice cream, crisps, canned food, such as beans or spaghetti or fish. Food storage. Again, a very important aspect to avoid bacterial contamination. Perishable foods. Perishable foods are foods that go bad quickly if no preservation technique is used. Some examples include raw chicken, raw meat, milk, fish, eggs, fruits and vegetables, etc. Non-perishable foods are normally foods that can be kept for long periods of time and are stored in cupboards. Some examples include sweets, cereal, canned food, caster sugar, flour, etc. Fridge storage. Not only is this for better organization, but also to avoid cross-contamination. On the top shelf, items that should be kept include cheese, butter, cream, milk, etc. Normally dairy products. In the second shelf should be cooked meat, cakes, etc. In the third shelf, again dairy products may be kept, such as eggs and milk, but normally should be raw meat, as raw meat gives out bacterial water or juices that may penetrate down through and hence is not kept at the top shelf. In the bottom drawers, vegetables should be kept, along with fruits. Fruits and vegetables should not be kept together in the same tray to avoid contamination. At the very last tray should be kept bread and meat that is wrapped, that can be stored for longer periods of time. On the sides should normally be condiments and milk to avoid cross-contamination from other products inside the fridge. Some of the advantages of storing in fridges include they can be stored for a longer period of time, normally up to a year. It stops microorganisms growing, or at least reduces the speed of them growing. Seasonal foods such as strawberries or berries can be stored for longer. Nutrients, flavors, and colors are normally retained. It is easy to use and reduces food waste. Some of the disadvantages include, once taken out, it normally forms ice crystals. It may change flavor or texture. It takes a lot of time for the food to defrost or thaw. Some of the bacteria do survive or at least stay dormant, and food may burn if not wrapped properly when stored.